guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I decided to do another super casual update video for Stella's 4 months because I have a 4-month-old and sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So excuse the completely undone, messy mom bun hair. It was either makeup or hair, and makeup won. I also, full disclosure, changed out of my pajamas to film this video, and I fully intend to change right back into them once I'm done. But anyways, I really did want to sit down and get this video filmed because I love having these monthly updates and little snapshots into life with Stella as she, grows and gets older. And I thought it'd be really fun. I tried to aim the camera so that you can kind of like see her throughout the video. Yeah, I just thought that would kind of be fun to be able to see. So anyways, hi beautiful. You want to come say hi real quick? She is in a super chill and relaxed mood, so I hope she stays like that. You look like you have a little bit of milk on your face still. So this is Stella Belle at 4 months old, looking super cute as always. We had our 4-month checkup yesterday, and so I'll go over all of her stats and everything. And yeah, everything is looking good with her. She is just an absolute joy. I mean, I literally couldn't have asked for a better baby. I love her so much, but that obviously goes without saying. Yes. So yeah, I'm just gonna have her hanging out over on her little play area over here while I film this. And hopefully she stays nice and happy. Yeah. What do you think about that? She has also started to talk like while I vlog or while Miles and I talk so that she can, be part of the conversation. So I'm hoping she doesn't start to do that because that can get real distracting. So I'm hoping she stays nice and happy and quiet for the video. Yeah, so they can hear mommy talk. Is that okay? Alright, so let's start off with her stats from the pediatrician yesterday. I'm filming this on the 19th, so she turned 4 months old yesterday on the 18th, and we had her appointment exactly on the 18th. And so we got nice official stats to share with you guys. She was 10 pounds, 8.5 ounces, which she is still in the first percentile. She has just been steady in the first percentile since, I don't even know how long, like the first month is when she really settled into the first percentile, I think, and has just stayed there on her nice little teeny tiny curve. And yeah, doctor says she's fine. She's, growing at her own pace and she's happy with how she's growing, so we don't have to worry about that. She is also, what was she? I think she was 23.5 inches. Yeah, she was 23.5 inches, which is the 13th percentile. So she has kind of gone down in percentile for height. So she was super long and skinny for her age, and now her height is kind of slowing down. So she's down in the 13th percentile. Let's see, January 3rd, she was in the 17th percentile. December 19th, she was up in the 26th percentile, and that was her highest for length. But yeah, down in the 13th. And then let's see, her head circumference was 39.75 centimeters, I assume, and that puts her in the 24th percentile. So a teeny tiny little string bean with a nice big old noggin. Yeah. For your big old brain. And so that's how she's been growing. I also have been jotting down, like I do every month, some notes, exciting milestones that she's hit, and just kind of, an overall overview of things that she has started doing or that we've noticed about her that, are special about month 4 of life. So I'm just going to kind of go down the list and talk about life with Stella. So on January 19th, I think I already talked about this in her last update, but the day after she turned 3 months, she rolled from her belly to the back for the first time. However, she was kind of propped up using her water mat. So she has one of those water mats that has kind of an inflatable ring around the outside. And it definitely kind of propped her up a little more, and I think made it easier for her to roll. So we didn't really officially count that as, her first rolling from belly to back, but obviously it was still exciting because it was the first time she did do that. But for the first official time that she really did roll on like a completely flat surface all on her own was on February 3rd. And she kind of just we weren't even really expecting it. She just did it, basically. There was no practice or work up to it. She wasn't kind of, rolling back and forth trying to get it. She just was on her belly, and then she pushed herself over and rolled over. And I was here with her and she just did it. And then I grabbed the camera to have her do it again, and she did it again. It was just so out of the blue. There was just no preparation for it. She just kind of rolled over, which I don't know, I thought was just kind of funny. She doesn't roll too much. She's definitely learned to like tummy time a lot more now. She can just kind of hang out on her tummy for a good, 5-ish, 10 minutes maybe if she's in the mood for it. And so she doesn't need to roll because she's happy on her tummy. So yeah, it's kind of funny because like she can, but she just doesn't do it that often. So that's what she's doing currently with that milestone. But yeah, she's also really loving tummy time a lot more. I'm able to kind of, you know, put her on her belly, and I have this little like mirror set up for her, and I have a whole different basket of toys over here that I can pull out and, you know, put in front of her to make it interesting on her tummy. She also has her play mat in my office, which she gets a lot of tummy time on. Yeah, you got lots of play spaces, huh? And yeah, so she also had Leap 4 within the last month technically, but like the last couple of weeks, or leaps, the first leap was, you could definitely tell she was leaping, and it was confusing and hard for her, and she really struggled. But the subsequent leaps have pretty much just gotten easier and easier for her. We'll notice a slight fussiness. She might be slightly clingier to me, but that's kind of all that happens with her when she goes through her mental leaps, which I'm really thankful for, both for our sake and for hers, because that can't be, you know, fun to just be so confused that you are, you know, inconsolably upset. So I'm happy that the leaps recently have gotten easier for her. So as far as sleep goes, she is still a ridiculously good sleeping baby. Like, just the best. And I don't want to, like, I feel like I'm jinxing myself saying this so often, but I also want to acknowledge and recognize that, you know, we are really lucky, and that we know that we're really lucky, and that we are really grateful for having such a good sleeping baby. So I hope I'm not totally, you know, jinxing myself by saying that, but we're really grateful for her, because both her dad and I are the kind of people that really, really need good sleep in order to function, and so she really helps us be able to do that. She normally goes down around 11 p.m. She sometimes will take a late-ish nap around 9. I think she's also maybe starting to push up her bedtime. We have always followed her lead on sleep. We haven't tried to put her on any sort of schedule. I just think that's kind of pointless with a newborn, because they can't, or a newborn and a baby within probably the first year or so of life. They are just kind of, I don't know, I feel like you can't really put them on a schedule, at least for me and our life. That's what I feel is right for us. If you put your baby on a schedule and it works for you, you do you, whatever works with the baby. But anyways, for us, we follow her lead, and so we think that she might be transitioning to an earlier bedtime, because she has started to get a little more fussy around the 9 p.m. mark, and so if that continues, we probably will start to put her down earlier. And anyway, so currently she goes to sleep around 10 to 11, and she'll sleep around 8 to 10 hour stretches, so she'll normally wake up around 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. We'll change her, feed her, and put her back to sleep depending on how long her first stretch was and how late she slept. So if she slept for like 10 hours and woke up at, you know, 9 o'clock, she's probably not going right back down. But sometimes even with that, she'll maybe be up for like an hour and then fall back asleep for another like 2 to 3 hour stretches. But if she wakes up at 7 a.m., she will definitely go back down for another, like, you know, 2-3 hours, something like that. So she normally gets around, I think on average, 12 hours a night in total, with one wake up around that 7 a.m., 8 a.m. mark. She is also, I believe, starting to develop an afternoon nap very slowly. I am not sure where we were with the last update, but she has started to kind of take one longer stretch of a nap sometime in the afternoon. It's still pretty variable, and like I said, I do very much follow her lead on when she needs to sleep throughout the day. Yeah. And so I will try and kind of catch it, and I have been able to successfully have her actually take that nap in her swinging bassinet. We have I forget what it's called. It's like a Graco, I think, system that it's kind of, you can switch out the bouncer seat type swing for a bassinet, so it's a safe sleep space, but she can still be swung and soothed that way. And that's the only way during the day that I've been able to get her to nap somewhere other than on me. I don't mind having her nap on me. I love contact napping. It's my favorite thing. However, kind of having that one guaranteed nap off of me in her bassinet is really useful for me to kind of run around like a mad person and get things done while she sleeps. So I have been kind of trying to encourage her to have that one nap in there, since she has been, you know, able and willing to do that. I normally put her in her swaddle, and I play Mozart for her, and I put her in that swinging bassinet, and yeah, that's been really good. It's not like an everyday guaranteed thing. It's also not at a guaranteed time. It's normally in the afternoonish, like 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. maybe, but it can kind of be pushed up, pushed back. It's still really in flex at this point. Okay, and moving on to eating. She is still exclusively breastfeeding. Yeah. She has about a bottle a week, I would say. We do want to kind of keep up with giving her regular bottles so that she can take one if for whatever reason she would need to be away from me and fed. And also so Miles can have that, you know, bonding time with her, and also so I can have the occasional glass of wine. I have started pumping. I believe I talked about this in my last update that I wanted to, that I was trying to figure out exactly how to start like a pumping schedule for myself. And so I have started pumping. I pump first thing in the morning. So after the initial wake up, after her long stretch, so around 7, 8 a.m., I will feed her on one side, and then after I put her back down, I will pump from the other side. And I still have an uneven supply. My left side produces less than my right, and so I kind of get some smaller bags of milk and some bigger bags of milk, which, I don't know, I kind of prefer having that option of different sizes in the freezer to choose from, because sometimes she doesn't need a full 5-ounce bottle, sometimes a 2 to 3 ounce bottle will suffice, or sometimes she eats a 5-ounce bottle and still is hungry, but I don't obviously need to give her another 5-ounce, and so we can give her like, you know, one of the smaller bags of like a 2-ounce, so anyways, that's what I've been doing with pumping, and that's been working out really well for me. I can just keep my pump right on my nightstand, and so, yeah, like I said, after I put her back down for her second stretch of the night, I will just pump really quick. And yeah, so I have been doing that maybe 2 times a week. I could probably do it more. I don't feel like I need to do it every single day just because I don't need that big of a freezer stash, but I would like to maybe bump it up to 3 to 4 times a week just to kind of build a slightly bigger backup of milk in my freezer. But yeah, that is how that's going. I definitely feel like I've really, you know, found what works for me in that sense. Since, yeah, again, like I was saying, I was talking about that in my last update with her, that I wasn't really sure how to kind of start that. So yeah, I'm happy to report that we are in a good pumping groove. She also has started more frequently feeding on both sides. So for the first couple of months, she would exclusively just eat on the one side and just be completely fine. And starting at the 3-month appointment with her pediatrician as well, the pediatrician said, especially if she's eating on the left, to make sure to always offer the right, since the left does produce less. So I have been doing that, and I have also noticed that she is more frequently asking to also feed on the you know, both sides. I can just tell that she isn't fully finished and passed out and satisfied after just eating off one side. It's not every single time she eats, but definitely more frequently than she used to. She will need to eat off both sides. So yeah, just another sign that she's growing and getting bigger and needing more nutrition. Yeah, you a growing baby. As far as diapering goes, we are still cloth diapering, still loving it. She is still in her newborn sized Alpha Baby diapers, but I think maybe by next update she might be in her one size. I'm not positive, but we are at this point pretty much maxed out on the sizing of the Alpha Babies. She is on the farthest outside hip snap for that size of the diapers. So if she gets any wider around the tummy, I don't think we'll be able to stay in those diapers, but luckily we already do have our one size stash ready to go. We will just need to buy some bigger hemp and bamboo inserts, because currently all we have in that size is the microfiber that came with them. And yeah, microfiber just would not cut it on its own, so we need to stock up on those inserts so we're ready to go when you fit in your bigger diapers. I can't believe that she has fit in the newborn diapers for this long. I'm very happy about that, because that just makes, you know, it a better investment to have a nice newborn stash. But yeah, still cloth diapering, still absolutely loving it. She has fully grown out of all of her newborn clothes, so she is exclusively in 0 to 3 months. She even has grown out of just one new line of sleepers by Carter's at Target. She always grows out of their sleepers super fast. Like, she grew out of the newborn sleepers, like that was the first thing she ever grew out of, and then shortly after starting to wear the 0 to 3, she grew out of them. They're just really small and she grows out of them. I think, and they're particularly like shorter, and since she's a little longer for her size, I think that's also why she grows out of them. But yeah, other than that, she is in 0 to 3 month clothing. And a couple other things. She can sit assisted now, which is really exciting. She can kind of, you know, sit on our laps or, you know, in front of us on the ground and just need a little bit of support, but she is getting really good. She has been trying to sit up on her own, like if she's in her boppy lounger, she'll kind of do these little crunches, like trying to pull herself up, which is really freaking cute. And we have also started putting her in her bumbo seat. She likes being kind of up with us, especially at dinner. Normally we would have her in the boppy lounger up until now, but she has recently really started to show an interest in kind of being involved in the conversation, like I was saying, at dinner time. And so we thought she would really enjoy kind of being up at our level. And so we have her bumbo seat on the table and she sits in there while we eat our dinner, and she seems to really be liking it. And yeah, so it's crazy that she can just sit on her own in that seat now compared to, you know, when she was a floppy little newborn and literally like couldn't even hold herself up enough to be able to hold her like this. Like you have to cradle them. It's just so crazy how much stronger she is, and that she's growing and getting bigger, and that I have a 4-month-old. It's so crazy. But anyways, yeah, she's been loving that. She also really has started loving soft things. So like these fuzzy blankets, she'll kind of reach her hands behind her and just grab a handful, and she'll like rub them against her face and like kind of cover herself up and uncover herself. And she just really likes playing with soft things like this Raz baby thing and some other super soft stuffed animals. She likes to just kind of like stroke the soft fur and just feel it. And in addition to that, her bamboo clothing, like it's so cute. I'll pull out like a bamboo onesie or whatever and hand it to her while I'm changing her diaper and getting her ready to get dressed for the day, and she'll like just kind of sit there and play with the fabric. And she doesn't do that with normal, like, you know, cotton fabrics. So she just really, really likes soft things right now. And so we have been, you know, helping her to feel a bunch of different cloth texture or soft textures. And yeah, it's just been really fun to see her experience and kind of again start showing her preference for things in the world, and yeah, getting to know her opinions and stuff. And yeah, that kind of finishes up everything that I have jotted down for her 4-month update. Overall, she is just an angel baby. She is such a pleasure to have and to be her mommy and hang out with every day. I couldn't ask for a better baby. I am just so in love with her, and every day is such a joy. I feel like such a cliche mom being like, my baby is so amazing, but like she really is the best, and I just love her so much. And that's what these update videos are for, just to gush over my baby, right? So yeah, but I think I'm gonna wrap things up because I don't have anything else specific to share about her, and I'll just end up sitting here gushing about her for another 5 minutes if I don't cut myself off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know any questions you have down below, and I'll be sure to answer them either in the comments or in the next update video or whatever. But yeah, you want to say goodbye? You want to come up and say goodbye? Oh, it's a big girl. Scoop. Yeah, scoop. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe down below to follow along with all of our monthly updates as little Stella grows up. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!